Hello there. Theresa May has gained an important ally in the quest for a Brexit deal as the UK signs a new bilateral security and defence treaty with Poland. Firstly, with Christmas upon us and my next video not planned until the 27th of December, I would just like to say Merry Christmas to everyone, whatever your politics. Now, the UK Prime Minister Theresa May, accompanied by 5 senior cabinet ministers, travelled to Warsaw where the UK Defence Secretary Gavin Williamson signed a wide-ranging defence treaty with his Polish counterpart. Stressing that the UK was an important trading partner for Poland and that he wanted to see a new trading relationship between the EU and the UK as soon as possible, the Polish Prime Minister said, "Although this is a prerogative of the European Commission, we are of an opinion that trade and economic cooperation should be maintained at the best possible platform for us and for the United Kingdom. All the protectionist movements are very dangerous, and that is why we really regret that we are losing the UK as our ally in a number of discussions at the EU level. This does, of course, give the UK a vital friend within the EU going forward in the Brexit negotiations." And during the press conference, one of the translators inadvertently gave the UK Prime Minister a new title, one that some Brexiteers may not fully agree with. The translator said, "It's very important for us that this cooperation, even though it will be based soon on different rules and different regulations than it has been so far because of Brexit, because as Madame Brexit said, Brexit is Brexit." Of course, the main drawback in all this is that Poland has just had Article 7 of the Lisbon Treaty triggered against it by the EU Commission. The EU is of the view that moves by Poland over the last 13 years to reform its own judicial system amounts to removing the independence of those judges, so adversely affecting the rule of law within Poland. Poland, on the other hand, says that what it is doing is constitutionally lawful and that the Commission just wants to sideline Poland. This Article 7 procedure has never been used before and is designed to uphold the EU's core beliefs of freedom, democracy and the rule of law, as laid out in Article 2 of the treaty. The ultimate sanction within Article 7 is the removal of EU voting rights for the member state concerned, which would of course also be a problem for the UK here. But that would take a unanimous vote down the line, and as Hungary has already ruled that option out, the most likely outcome is a formal warning against Poland. When asked about this, the UK Prime Minister said, "These constitutional issues should be primarily a matter for the individual country concerned." And the EU's problems don't end with Poland. Yesterday's election in Catalonia has opened a can of worms for both the Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy as well as for the wider EU. The Spanish government had attempted to lance the Catalan separatist boil with this election, but instead of the voters doing what they were meant to do, i.e. vote in a non-separatist majority, they seem to have reacted to the treatment meted out during the recent unlawful referendum and voted by a narrow margin for a secessionist majority. With Catalonia accounting for a fifth of its economy, Spain had already trimmed growth forecasts for 2018, and the prospect of prolonged uncertainty worries business leaders, said Reuters, adding that over 3,100 firms had moved their headquarters out of the region since the referendum in October. Now, if you think the Tories have Brexit problems, just take a look at Labour. The Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn had ordered his team to abstain from voting on an amendment to the withdrawal bill that would keep the UK in the single market, which is against Labour policy. But 64 of his MPs rebelled and voted with the SNP, the Lib Dems and the arch Tory Remainers Ken Clarke and Anna Soubry. So if anyone thinks that the Labour Party has anything to offer the country other than total chaos and bankruptcy, then more fool you. News is coming out that the European Investment Bank, the one that will take until 2054 to repay us the money we lodged with it, is quietly planning to cover the coming EU financial crisis that will follow Brexit by taking funds from the EU executive arm. One senior Commission official is quoted by Politico.eu as saying that this was a power grab by the EIB boss Werner Hoyer. "This is a defence manoeuvre because Brexit is looming," said the official. "Hoyer wants to take money from us to capitalise this subsidiary. He's presenting something without having a discussion with us. This is ruffling a lot of feathers because it's a power grab." Is this evidence of yet more cracks in the EU edifice? And finally, rejoice ye Brexiteers as the traditional navy blue covered passport is to make a comeback. The government has now confirmed that the burgundy coloured EU-style passports are to be dropped after we leave the EU in 2019. This, though, may not be an immediate thing, as there is talk that we would have to run with the burgundy-coloured one until the end of 2019, but importantly, without the words European Union emblazoned on the front. Home Office Minister Brandon Lewis said, "Leaving the EU gives us a unique opportunity to restore our national identity and forge a new path for ourselves in the world. That is why I am delighted to announce that the British passport will be returning to the iconic blue and gold design after we have left the European Union in 2019. But we will definitely not be returning to the larger old hard cover design. Due to international agreements and air travel requirements, we will be retaining the soft covered design and size, just with a different colour. Some leavers will be cock-a-hoop about this change to navy blue, but remainers will probably go into meltdown, and some, like Max Davidson writing in The Telegraph, may not care one way or the other. In his piece he says, "Personally, I couldn't care less. Whatever is most practical and cost-effective. Let us secure our borders by all means, but don't let us waste money on retro-fashion statements." But what do you think? Is having a distinctive UK passport important or not? Please leave a comment below. Thank you all, and I'll see you all after Boxing Day. Have a great Christmas. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.